Now, on a professional standpoint, we do our medical director, because we're on one of the helicopter units in Northern Colorado. We're a very small group of people. And we have direct physician oversight. So our medical director will come to every meeting, and pretty much any bad flight we have, bad as in the patient was really sick, no matter how good we did, they'll go through it piece by piece. They'll pull a report. We'll do a presentation in front of all our peers and basically say, like, this is what we saw, this is what we did. And then we get feedback from them. So one, it helps them kind of look at it and say, okay, like if I was in that situation, here's how I would be thinking about it. And then it helps me look at it from kind of a different perspective. And now the next time I see it, I'll take those suggestions into account. So that's kind of how we deal with it on a professional level.
I like it because I'm a big fan of what gets measured gets managed. And it's like you see people saying like, "I want to do this," and you go, "Well, what's your goal?" Don't know. And you say, "Well, how did you get on last time?" It was all right. And you're like, "Well, if you don't know how, if you're getting better or what could be bad, and that's how I'm always keen to speak to like experts like yourself who kind of go, "What do I need to know better? Have I not used that?" Do you find like you're actually doing that with your videos now? That you're maybe seeing something that you don't know and you're making a video on it to learn, and that helps you become a better paramedic because you have to go and get the knowledge, you have to get the skills to make the video on it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I teach pediatric advanced life support. Teach advanced cardiac life support, advanced medical life support, pre-hospital trauma life support, TCCC. I do a lot of teaching disciplines within this role, and that was purely out of a selfish desire to put myself in an uncomfortable situation to be better at it. I am not comfortable with kids because dosages are different, treatments are different, how we go about it is different, and getting my PALS instructor certification forced me to go sit down and study it so I know it to a point where I can teach it to somebody else. And like
Mm.
you said, with videos, a lot of it is the same way, is that I'll get a device, or I'll be talking about like something like abdominal trauma, and that will be I'll open my paramedic textbook and I'll read that chapter, and I'll look at up to date stuff to make sure that I'm saying the best information, and that helps me in my professional practice. So what I do know about how I learn and about how I progress in my career is that the just pure self motivation of like, I have no reason to do this, but I'm just going to go read my textbook. I don't do that. I have never done that. I probably never will do that. But if I give myself a deadline of, I need to do this video in this amount of time, I'm going to go do it because that's my own motivation. So I don't know if that's necessarily the healthiest way to do it. I wish I had, the ability to just sit down and do it, but that's not how I work. So being able to instruct and teach other people is a great way to learn it on your own. And unfortunately, that comes with embarrassment along the ways, and that comes with not knowing something periodically, but
That's
it's well worth it.
No, I think that's the best thing is to be a beginner, you learn by doing it. Because they always say in jujitsu, like, I mean, I do a lot of Brazilian jiu-jitsu, is if you can't teach it to somebody, like they're like a 5-year-old, you don't know it. So the best way to learn it is by teaching it. And I found that like what a difference that makes. And you almost, I think it's like, especially a lot of content creation, it's like scratching your own itch, it's whatever you're into.